Good morning, everyone. Good. All right, looks like we're good to go. Happy 2022. Excuse me. Man, what a start to 2022. How's everyone doing out there? Let's take a look at the market. 6:30 hit. Some crazy volatility coming in right off the bat of 6:30. Hey, look at this. Bulls really trying to hold that. Looking like it's gonna be a decent bullish follow through day. We got that follow through yesterday, and a lot of the tickers, a lot of charts out there closed right on that daily 8. So today, see if we get the follow through over that daily 8. The current few top watches I have, the notably bullish charts, relative bullish, whether it's earlier on or yesterday or day before, are Lucid, Ford, Fubo. 3 of the many I'm watching, of course. All right. I'll go over some tickers, just mainly take a look at what alerts went off. I covered quite a bit of them in our chat room yesterday, but let's cover the rest of them today. BA trigger yesterday. Still having trouble with that trend line. We can probably redraw this trend line now. Ultimately, breakdown, fake out. Ooh, classic BA. This could be a very, very juicy move. From the bottom, it's already moved 16%. I can't see this having a whole lot more room to move. Last time was 45. Better late than never. 72. And this one was 96. Wow, so the magnitude of the move seemed to be decreasing over time. 90 some, 70 some, 40 some, and this one might be a little bit less now, but there should be a lot more to move on BA once we break over this upper trend line. And this is exactly why we don't look into playing aggressively until the trend is clearly reversed. So now on this, BA has clearly reversed that trend. Ideally, what I want to see as a bull from here is a rejection from this trend line, a final 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, a 7th and final rejection, temporary rejection, bull flag kind of formation, and then breakout. Technically right now we are seeing a bull flag on BA already. Slight loss of that daily 8, nothing too significant. Maybe we should start switching to using daily 9s instead. Looks like the 9 EMAs might work out a little bit better. But let's redraw this wedge here. We don't need that inner wedge anymore, so well, that's why we had the okay. Anyways, BA on top watch. Let's delete this one. Tesla's looking okay. FNG opening right at the resistance. Yeah, FNG opening right up at resistance support. The lower part of the key zone, 37-ish, just under 37. That could be a little bit of a red flag. Sell at the open kind of a thing. There is a gap left behind now if we open where we are right now. Market's looking bullish, however. Follow through on that next 5-minute candle so far. All right, let's get into another. Let's see, what else triggered yesterday? Fubo. Yeah. This is why it's on top watch now for Fubo. This long-term trend line we have seen multiple rejections from before. 1, 2, 3, almost a 4 rejection. Yesterday, another touch. New low, no follow through. Very nice move yesterday off the bottom. This is 13% at one point, closed at 9%, and there is a strong daily bull divergence now. Or is this a weekly? No, daily bull divergence. Gonna need to see that follow through today. Ford is gapping up. Tesla is gapping up but not above yesterday's high of day. Ooh, nice bullish action really coming in now. Okay, Fubo. Just gonna focus on the tickers now. I feel like I should set an alert on this one. LSPD getting some decent follow through yesterday. Nothing crazy on the volume. Still need to break that short-term upper trend line, but this is looking decent now. So some supports from back here, rejection, rejection, another rejection here. Very nice low risk entry from here, bottom fish kind of a play. Not bottom fish, I guess. It's a low risk entry. All the way from 130s down to 34. That's what, a third, less than a third of the price. 0.786, bottom of key zone. Loving this chart. Easy, yeah, easy bottom fish play. Whew, look at that bullish action. Just trying to go over, take a look at what exactly is causing, well, CPI numbers. That's what it is. Wow, CPI don't usually cause this kind of bullish move. Nice bull volume, nice follow through. Lack of volume now, but hey, chart's looking good. 4 hours. 4-hour 8 guide, amazing. Trading over the 8 hours, yeah, we are trading over the 8-hour 8. Trend is very bullish. Now this is amazing. Ooh, called the bottom. No, not gonna say that. Sorry, I do apologize. Okay, so Monday, in one of the messages we shared in our group was looking for a bounce, and hell yeah, what a bounce on Monday it was. Let's take a look at this one on NAS. The bounce alone on Monday was 3%. Whew. 2% on SPX. Oh, love it. All right, let's get it. Let's take a look at the rest of the tickers that alerts whether it's expired. I'm seeing a lot of alerts that's expired now actually. So Fubo is one of them that triggered, and we'll be on top watch for today for sure. Slight gap up right at 88. Wait, wrong chart. That's space. Yeah, closing above that 88. Need that follow through today. Logitech. $85.66 was roughly the point. Okay, so we closed at $85.95, gapping down. That's kind of interesting. Increasing bull volume, gap down. Earnings coming up on 24th, so 2 weeks from now. Monday after the next one. Logitech, okay. Clean the chart up here. Lots of GP bounces, eh? Look at this, GP bounce, GP bounce. Probably a platinum bounce instead, actually. So let's clean this up. Losing momentum. That's a very interesting chart. You know, there's a broadening wedge over here. Lost it. So don't need this one anymore. Been a long time since we looked at Logitech. Trend is trying to reverse, but today's opening is to me it's a red flag here. This kind of open with huge bullish action, bullish volume yesterday and closing near the high of day, but gapping down today. That's somewhat of a red flag. The selling could be there could be further selling coming. So from the bottom to the top, GP, we did not hit the GP yet, so it's still relatively strong chart, but we're going to need to see follow through. The key to break, there's a very minimal gap from here. Key to break is 86.55. Maybe a little bit higher, but somewhere around there, 86. Gonna need to see that break today. I'm gonna set it just a little bit lower so that it does trigger for me if it does get up there today. Logitech. Lucid flat open. So here's what I'm thinking for Lucid. We had ran for 4 days straight now, straight bounce. Let's take a look at this one. Lucid on the daily. This was the goal signal on the break of this trend line on the second day follow through. So this was a, what is this today? Wednesday. This was a Monday move that dictated that there will be higher prices to come from Monday. Now, the very interesting part of this is GP lower trend line of that linear regression. Perfect touch, bounce straight from there. What an amazing trade so far. So for this one, I will be looking at new 52-week high. Okay, maybe not 52-week. February. New, just less than 52-week high. This one I would anticipate the move to be above 58, maybe getting to the new all-time high zone, and somewhere around here before rejection. There will be a potential for bear divergence on the daily, so that's something to watch out for. But with the move so far, with the volume so far, there is nothing to be too concerned. There's no red flag on Lucid yet today. The only thing on the shorter time frame is a lot of people got in yesterday at the close, the high of day close, on increasing bull volume, looking for that gap up. So with the lack of gap up, what we'll be looking for is a short-term sell-off at the open, maybe coming back to backtest this previous resistance somewhere around 42.80 before a next leg move up. That would be a very nice entry actually. If we come back down, whether it's somewhere around 43 or this previous support resistance that we've been watching, 41.60. Just want to see if we get an immediate back test yet. So there's actually a chop around. There's no immediate back test. It could be a very nice trade if we were to come back down to immediate back test, add some options kind of a thing. Lucid, Fubo, a couple of the top watches for today. For me personally, at least. Let me know what you're watching today. What else we got? Ooh, FNGU is really moving now. That makes sense. Tesla's moving, Apple's moving, Amazon is still in the trenches. It is. Oh my god. Let's take a look at Amazon. So with Amazon, there's a couple trend lines that I'm watching. Now this used to be the trend line that we're watching for option play, but because we have dropped quite a bit back down straight into that GP again, so now there's a short term, this trend line, this upper trend line, now we're watching for the break for potential of reversal. Yesterday is a very decent move, but there is a lack of bull volume yesterday. Decreasing bull volume, bouncing from that key zone, lost. Essentially the wick shows a loss of momentum. There is bulls still trying to hold that GP. Ultimately, if we hold this GP, get past this trend line, get past this trend line, then we have a shot at new all-time high very soon, within 3 months, I would say. If not, then this could drag out for yet another quite a while. July 2020, it's been sideways action. So Amazon has been nothing but frustration. But keep your eyes on Amazon. We are not going to be taking our eyes off of Amazon. Once this starts moving, there's going to be a huge move. Huge. 1.5 years of sideways action. I cannot emphasize on how big this move will be. Trying to think of, the couple ways you could play this is do a common shares kind of thing and just long hold until this trend line breaks, or do a very, very long call options from whether it's here today, or ideally, of course, is this bottom of a key zone yesterday. The hold of GP, you probably wouldn't have nailed the bottom. Probably you're looking at, triple bottom over here. That would have been the entry for options. But hey, Amazon, no rush on it. Once this upper trend line breaks, once the new all-time high breaks, there is multiple areas for you to get your entries on, whether it's the short-term trend line, upper trend line, or the new all-time high. There is gonna be a huge move on it. Trusting my technical analysis, that's what Amazon is telling me. All right, MRK, head and shoulders, huge follow through, straight back down to that lower trend line bounce. Wow, what a strong bounce on this so far. Yesterday ended up being red. So this has been it's only a 15% move. Is this on Dow? That why it's moving so slowly. MRK, that's why. So it's a mega cap, slow mover, but what an amazing move so far, straight from the bottom of the lower trend line. So what I'll be expecting from here after this head and shoulders follow through lower trend line bounce is, now that the gap has been filled, I would anticipate a daily higher low. This was the daily 8 has been a very clear guide. If you're in the trade, daily 8 would be your guide as of right now, because the gap is filled. Personally, if I was in this trade, I would be looking more so at the 4-hour 8 now, and looking like, they're trying to bounce from it. Gap, there's definitely a resistance over here. But once this 4-hour 8 is lost, I will be looking for the daily higher low on MRK. Very interesting chart. Easy to trade, easy ranges over here. Bottom, buy up, straight down to the bottom. But yeah, easy ranges to trade. This could be, considering everything that's happening in the market, this could be one of the better tickers to be trading. Oh, long-term sideways action too. November 2018. What? This is even longer. November 2018. Wow. Breakout, fake out, head and shoulders coming back. Why does this chart not go? Let's look at the historic price action here. Oh, it's not all-time high, just 52-week high. Ooh. This chart could get real nice. This 2020. Yeah, this chart could get real nice. Good potential on an MRK for a long-term hold from that perspective. What I'm looking at here is, I guess maybe we need to do yearly. Is there a yearly one? No. Yeah, from a long-term perspective here, this is a monthly cup and handle. Ooh, on the long-term sideways action since 2018, that's over 2 years of sideways action. Over 3 years of sideways action. When this moves, breaking into new all-time high, MRK should have a huge move, a huge follow-through. Huge in the sense, comparing to Dow. Of course, we're not looking at 300% return versus some of the growth like some of the growth names out there. This is a ticker trading under Dow, a mega cap, meaning that huge move could just mean 50%. Basing off of these moves, actually it has the potential for 400%. So it does have the potential. Very nice, nice long entry here actually. So if you aren't looking for long entry on MRK, this is what I'd be thinking. Probably not over here looking for a daily high, daily high or low, or another touch on this lower trend line. Most ideal, of course, is this key zone down here around the 70s, and then what you would do is just put a stop down below that 70. what is this one? 68.38. Or if you want to give it a little bit more room, put a stop down below 62. But personally, I would put it down below 68.38, and then just let it ride, kind of thing. Cup and handle, long-term cup handle. This could give some very, very nice follow-through. MRK is going to remain on one of the top charts. I'm not currently trading it right now just because of the low volatility, but I am starting to slowly add Dow tickers onto my top watches because of the rotations that were witnessed on the last consolidation on NAS and Rus versus Dow. I do believe that is going to continue to be the case going forward due to interest rate increase and all that whatnot out there. So keep that in mind. Good morning, M. Fubo is active in your thoughts. Yes. Yeah, we talked about Fubo. Good morning, Darren. How are you? Let's take a look at Fubo again. I really like the chart. So as I was saying this morning on Fubo, we did close over that 88. There is this short-term upper trend line that I was watching. So we have seen multiple rejections. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, potentially fifth rejection from here. But what I like about it is that momentum coming in. The momentum is very notably different. So the one thing I like about it is a breakdown without follow through, breakdown below the key zone, no follow through, and now we're seeing bullish action coming through. There is a huge bull divergence, strong bull divergence going on right now. So we're gonna need to see. We tried playing that bull divergence quite a few times already, which can get quite frustrating. So last time we tried playing it was somewhere over here, and then sort of stopped watching the chart just because it continued grinding down. But now, looking like this could be the actual bull divergence. We need that break. First thing, break over this upper trend line. And from there, the daily trend reversal, what you want, the bulls really want to see is a break over 18. So if we break over this upper trend line, we have a good chance of breaking over 18. But what I would expect is, because percentage-wise, from 15 to 18 is still quite a bit. So couple scenarios that this could happen. Back test before another leg up. That would be one scenario. The other one would be just a straight breakout. But I like the chart, and it is top watch today. The other one that's top watch is Lucid. There's probably a short-term short opportunity. MRK, I wouldn't buy far out calls, especially from here, because it's ran 15%, you know, considering the stock, it's ran quite a bit without a daily higher low so far. What I would do if you're looking for entry from here is definitely just comments. This is going to be a long-term play, okay? It's not bull flag on the market, looking very nice. It's not something that you want to be playing option yet, because this could go straight drag on, you know, just to show you what I'm looking at here. So coming back down, drag on forever before an actual breakout, and then from there, oops, another back test, and then before an actual breakout. So that would bring us to 2025. You know, this is a monthly chart, so this could drag on for a long time. The ideal part to play options would be on the break to new all-time high, on the break of this, what is it, 92.19, because we are playing, if you're looking at this chart, this is a monthly cup and handle, so monthly chart on the break. But what I'm thinking, what I was saying here is commons, you know, in your long account, and then sort of just, this is one of the stocks that would be more comfortable holding based on the charts for a long position. That's what I'm saying. You know, it's a good option. It's a good choice for long-term common share hold with the easy stop down below. Yeah, so that's MRK. Now let's go over some other tickers here. Path. Long-term downtrend. Let's clean the chart up. It's not exactly a clear uptrend line. It could stay over here, maybe. I kind of like this one more. But yeah, so a path would be no trades until this upper trend line is broken. It's just new lows, continue to grinding down. Slight daily bull divergence. This is one of the alerts that has expired. And looking at the alert, it was set way back at 51. So it just continues to grind down lower. You could set an alert for this upper trend line over here. But ultimately, no trade until that is broken. Tesla, new all-time high. Sorry, not new all-time high. New high in the pre-market here. Fubo. Ford is already breaking yesterday's high as well. Lucid still having trouble. Yeah, very decent short opportunity on the open on Lucid. I'm gonna remove path off of my alerts. Doesn't look like. So if one of my 2022 new goals is we're gonna stop trading weak charts. This is a very clear weak chart. You could put an alert at the upper trend line here, but I'm sure someone will be like, hey, path is breaking this upper trend line. Anyway, so yeah, gonna be deleting path off of alert. PayPal looking kind of weak. Good opportunity here. Strong daily bull divergence, but still looking kind of weak. Need to break over that 200. On the break of 200, there could be huge opportunities on PayPal. 198.40. Okay. We will resume this one. Set the alert where it was before, 198.43, an early trigger kind of thing, but there is a strong daily bull divergence. Once we see the follow through today, if we see that follow through today breaking over the 197.69, that could be the go signal. There's a gap to fill above as well. So even if you to get in a little bit late, let's say you get in at just above 200, you know what you could be looking at on the gap fill is a 12% move alone on PayPal. Rocket Lab. Been a while since we looked at this one. It's gonna quickly go over. I think there's what 5, 6 maybe more alerts that either expired or triggered just to catch up on the chart. So nothing interesting on Rocket Lab. Still grinding down from that 88. Gonna change my alert now. It was set at 1321 before, so above this previous high. Obviously, we rejected from that. So now what I'm going to do is it's going to be roughly around that same area. I'm going to set an alert on this trend line instead, this upper trend line. So once it does break, that will be a clear trend reversal. 5-minute bull flag confirming on NAS. Sava. Nice bottom fish here. Chopping around though, so it's staying within that zone. Nothing looking too interesting for me. Alert was set at 50, so it was triggered. And that doesn't look like a chart that would be trading, so I'll probably leave this one off. A clear upper trend line that needs to break as well over here. Honestly, I like this one more. $34. Huge bearish divergence. That's corrected. Yeah, it doesn't look like a chart I'll be trading. Very nice volatility though. Let's set an alert on the trend line. So that's Sava. And this is Fix. Woo! This one expired. And this is actually looking like it's going to break bull soon. Strong daily bull divergence. Very nice opportunity. Holding that key zone. Bottoming out. Ooh. could be some good opportunity in SPIX. What's it trading at? 18. So move to the upper key zone is near. It's what, 80% move, 70% move. I like it. Very clear areas, range bound. So even if we were to look for a move to this upper key zone, that alone is going to be a very nice move. So probably start with commons kind of thing. There is, let's redraw this a little bit higher. Yeah, so be like a common entry over here, and then on the break of this upper trend line, maybe then do an option kind of a thing. But I really like this. This is a of course an easy stop as well, down below at 1748. I'm gonna reset space alert and then replace fix with it. So space still grinding down on that 88. A clear break that I want to see on space now would be, short term wise, will be right here. Oh, it's gonna expire soon. Right, so space, removing the alert to, what is this? 1288. 1280, yeah, 1288. And then gonna replace space chart with SFIX. Set an alert on SFIX on the break above 20. Okay, yeah. Good morning, Core, and long time no see. Gambling stock 2022. Let's take a look. What are the pen? It's been a long time since we looked at the gambling stock. Bold divergence, no follow through. Ooh, that's not good. Still showing weakness. Unable to do a trend reversal. Why is there so many 1-to-1 extension target? Don't need that one. So held the platinum zone. I don't like the weakness in it. Yeah, I don't like the weakness in pen specifically. So liking this trend line a little bit better. Maybe over here instead. Somewhere over there. There's no clear upper trend line to me. Not too clear at least. And then I don't like the daily bull divergence, no follow through. Unable to reverse that trend. Unable to reverse that daily trend back into the bull. Sorry, it's been a while since we have done consistent videos. Taking this opportunity in extra choppy market to do a little bit more relaxing in beginning of 2022, but looking like now the opportunity is here since the call out for market reversal on Monday. It's looking very nice for follow through so far, but on pen specifically, don't like the weakness until at the very least on the break above 53.42. So the high over here is 53.33, 53.34 over here, double top. So that needs to break. Well, I do have an alert set on it. Okay, I'm gonna remove this alert. I'm gonna change Pen's alert. Yeah, I'm gonna change Pen's alert to this trend line. And until this trend line is broken, wouldn't be too interested in trading this. What I can't see here is potential higher low. You're gonna need that follow through today, but ultimately on the shorter term, you need the break of 53.34 on pen. Next is DKNG, running out of. So still seeing weakness on DKNG as well. Lost the platinum zone. trying to bounce from the 0.786. My goodness, there's a lot of charts, a lot of lines over here. So the key to break is still over here. It's still above this high over here, 30.71, where we rejected from the bottom of the key zone. That is the key to break on the shorter time frame. But until then, there is no trend reversal. Selling momentum is definitely slowed down. Huge head and shoulders, huge follow through. 0.786. This actually makes sense to be a bottom. There is no confluence area though. So there is somewhat of a support resistance over here. Let's see. Yeah, somewhere over here. So you can see multiple rejections, and then there's also a support here. We lost the last one. Yeah, if this one is lost, whew, that's a big down, a bigger downside to that next support. That's another 30%. Yeah, would not be touching this until that clear daily trend reversal, or let's see if there's an upper trend line. Oh, so that's what's happening right now. Depending on how you draw this upper trend line, 58. Technically, it's over here. Depending on how you draw this upper trend line, you know, we could be looking at a potential bull break soon. But until the break over this $30, wouldn't really be touching it on DKNG. Next one is Breg. So very similar idea. Head and shoulders, huge follow through. Hey, what happened to the other charts? Well, that's interesting. 8 hours does not show anything past anything before August 2021. So head and shoulders, big follow through on new lows. RSI is recovering, so still grinding down. This is not really looking nice because RSI is recovering while this is still grinding down. Not a good sign. And there's good potentials once these gambling sectors starts bouncing though. So keep that in mind. Short-term trend, upper trend line potential, but long-term wise, there is a lot of work for the bulls to be done before an actual reversal. So first things first, you're gonna need, let's see, bull divergence potential. You're gonna need a break over 575 for that daily trend reversal. Break. I like how it's slowing down a little bit comparing to the other two. It looks like that, you know, it's you can see a base is starting to try to form over here. Ooh, Tesla's getting really nice pre-market action here. And Lucid is still not moving. Yeah, definitely a good short opportunity on Lucid. Morning at Assad. Tesla. Let's take a look at Tesla. We haven't. Hey, interestingly, we haven't discussed Tesla today yet. So Tesla, higher low, GP. This is what I'm watching on Monday. Platinum. Wow, look at that bounce. Okay, yeah, so this is what I was watching on Monday. Coming in on Monday, it was a gap down open below. Oh, wow, we actually opened right at 1,000? I thought it was below 1,000. Anyways, so I was looking, you know, psychological support at 1,000 is very, very easy play. And with the market being extended as well, this was an amazing play on Tesla. You know, you're looking at, even if you were to enter it right at the open or just below 1,000, it has been a nice trade so far. There's decreasing bull volume. I don't really like that. Yesterday, ideally you should have seen a little bit more follow through, but because of the balance is so much bigger than some other charts and is not as extended from the daily on versus some other charts, yesterday's move was not very ideal. So what I'm looking at is a potential of lower high over here. So these trend lines don't work anymore. It's more so a zone on the top end now. Yeah, so looking more like a zone over here. Weekly chop. Weekly is looking like there's a little bit more upside before coming back down. There is just chopping around the weekly 8. Monthly is looking like a monthly bull flag. So this will take a little bit more time, potentially another 2 to 3 months for this to play out if this is a monthly bull flag. I like the chart on the monthly. Volume is in line for a decreasing volume. So ideally what you want to see is another 1 or 2 months of decreasing bear volume on bear or bull, regardless. 1 or 2 months of decreasing volume on this chart to confirm that monthly bull flag. I like the chart though. Lots of lower wicks on this monthly bull flag. So until that is confirmed or negated, there will be continued sideways action in between that 2 zones that we just discussed, this upper zone and as well as this lower zone. Based on the monthly bull flag formation, the low could just continue to be a higher low. So what you will see is, what you could potentially see is something like that, and then this not being the low. So this will be like that. Kind of a thing. So sideways action, but then the next low, the next higher low will be higher than this one. So this is what I'm looking at for Tesla. It's not going to be one of the top chart focuses going forward for a little while, just because of the chart setup on the monthly is showing that there's going to be sideways choppy action. Oh, Tesla is always going to be a right down the road. Hey, look at this chart. Look at this monthly chart. How can you not play it? Look at it. So it's a bull flag off of the bottom, 35. Off the bottom, monthly bull flag, confirm. So this is a 2 months of sideways action. 1, 2, 3. You could call it 4 months depending on how you look at it. Sideways action, huge rip, right? And then here's another monthly bull flag. It didn't even touch the monthly 8 on this one, but this one was SPX uplisting news, so that's a different story. Technically, this over here on November probably should have touched the monthly 8, but it didn't anyways. So monthly bull flag confirmation again, and the monthly bull flag holding that monthly 8 confirmation again. So this is gonna be, what I'm thinking is gonna be a little bit longer because of how far it's ran from 500. This was a come on, 130, almost 130% move itself. This could also be like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So this could be the top as well. So I wouldn't really be playing Tesla from here. Let me just label this out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So this could be a temporary top on Tesla. Wouldn't really be holding long, at least. There's a lot of ranges to be playing on Tesla, and Tesla is always going to pay well. For example, Monday alone, if you were to play, what was I looking at? January 21st, 1,100 calls. That moved over 100%, I believe. If you were to play dailies, that would have moved even more, right? So there's very nice ranges to play on Tesla, but not something that I'd be holding long from here, at least on the shorter time frame. Let's finish the alerts. Snap alert has expired. Now, just to give you to give you guys an idea, when the alert expires, that means I had an alert set at 55, in this case 55.73, and it continues to grind down. So whenever I come across an alert that's expired, that shows me the chart is relatively weak. So we'll more likely to remove the alert and the chart as a whole instead of resetting an alert. So looking at Snap, no daily trend reversal, continues to grind down. Actually, I can see this being a good short opportunity. So now that we've lost this key support resistance and we're back testing it, slight gap up, it could be a good short opportunity. You know, once this rejects, if we were to reject from this support resistance and the 88 again, I can see a gap fill. There's a huge gap left from behind here. Let's just mark this down. 34.52 all the way down to 29. That gap fill alone is 16% move. I like the chart as a short. And if you were to go short here, the stop would be this trend line on snap. So I'm not going to bother resetting an alert on snap just because, you know, maybe I set an alert on the downside instead. Morning, Curtis. We got 10 minutes. Okay, so T-Doc. Wait, there's one other thing that I wanted to cover. Let me take a look at oh, by the way, reopenings, make sure you keep an eye on it. They reopenings have been seeing some decent moves so far. Same with marijuana. Since Tilray's earnings, it's looking like marijuana is starting to have potential for trend reversals. We'll take a look at it, but let's take a look at T-Doc first. Bull divergence, no follow through. Still a weak chart. On the shorter term, this would be what I'm watching now. Short-term trend line, once this upper trend line breaks bull, then there will be a bullish play. But until then, bears are still in full control. $70. Looks like I might have to draw another key zone down here below. And based off a quick look, it would have to be somewhere over here. Support. I don't like how there's only one support, but we can see multiple rejections on it, so it makes sense for this to be the key zone down below. Now, the other thing that I am very easily noticing here on T-Doc is, remember how I said ideally you want the lower key zones to be thicker? And on T-Doc, it looks like the upper key zones are thicker, so that this could mean a continued grinding down, a weaker supports down below as you're getting into this zone. Depending on how you draw it, you could say this whole thing is a key zone. But regardless, because we're in this zone now, as long as we don't break this upper trend line, I can see a move all the way down to 71 on T-Doc. So until then, we're going to change the alert on T-Doc to this trend line. How do you guys like me covering where I have my alerts set, by the way? Because might be a waste of time for you guys. Anyways, so Trivago. Alert expired. And it triggered yesterday too. Okay, Trivago, I would still set an alert. Oh man, this is looking like it could be very sexy now. Daily trend reversal. Daily bull divergence follow through. Slight follow through. I don't like it so far. No volume either. I would change the alert from where we had previously this upper trend line to, I want to see a clear break. Oh, they gap filled it. 239. They gap filled it and then rejected. So they gap filled it yesterday and then rejected. What I want to see now is a clear break over this 239. Multiple supports, and now another rejection. Trivago, when it does get moving, this could see, I'm not gonna bother looking at 24. Next key zone up would be 100% away. So let's say we get in late, 242. Whew. Bottom of key zone 60%. Trivago, not going to let this one go for alert wise. TSM's also looking very nice. Look at this chart. So this long-term upper trend line that we were tracking before, okay? We finally broke bull. So this was breakout, fake out, coming back to the GP, bouncing from the GP, and a break right before the break was a slight rejection, daily bull flag, confirmed gap continuation, gap up and go, gap up and go. And now because the move was too much, too fast, too soon, we saw a slight pullback. And depending on how you draw this trend line, that one tiny bit of move, hey. Depending on how you draw this trend line, because I was just looking at this one. This trend line makes a lot more sense now because this one is a rejection as well now. And we can see a back test of this trend line. Another gap up. Whew. However, one thing I decided to do is I was looking at, or was playing AMD before, but switching it now because every now and then you see AMD move. NVIDIA was the first one to move. AMD following that. And then there is TSM, and then there's MU, QCOM. So it's just so hard to tell which one is going to move. So from here going forward, what I'm focusing on a little bit more is going to be SOXL instead of individual tickers. I think that's it for today's video. Yeah. Hope you guys enjoy the content. Thank you for tuning in. And I cannot find my button. There we go. Thank you guys for watching. If you enjoy the content and you know anyone who may enjoy the content, please consider sharing our channel with them. And I will see you guys on our next video.